Hi, boys and girls. Today we're going to start a new science unit on animal habitats. At the end of May, we should have traveled to the Philadelphia Zoo together, but unfortunately, we won't be able to travel to the zoo this year. So instead, we're going to travel to a zoo online, and that zoo is located out in San Diego, California. So in order to get ready for us to travel to this online zoo, we need to start to learn about animal habitats. So I have a slideshow to show you today to start to talk about the different things that an animal would need to survive. When you go to a zoo, the zookeepers set up their habitats so that the animals are comfortable where they're living. Okay, and we're going to find out what an animal needs in its habitat to survive. So in just a second, I'm going to share my screen and bring you to a PowerPoint. Okay, animal habitats. As you can see, lots of different types of habitats. Different animals are going to want to live where it's comfortable for them. So there's many different areas that animals can live. So the animals live in different environments. Environments are made of living and non-living things. So what types of living and non-living things do you think are in this picture below? This would be one good habitat for something like a bird or maybe a little duck. So within this picture, I can see grass, that would be living, a tree, definitely living. But then water. Water is non-living. But without water, a fish would not be able to live. So even in this one habitat, there are many different living and non-living things that an animal needs. So in the animal habitat, they are places where animals find the things that they need to live. And every animal needs a habitat. So there are 5 letters to help us remember what animals need to survive. Okay, and it's S-W-A-F-S, SWAFs. So that stands, at the bottom you'll see, it stands for sunlight, water, air, food, and shelter. So an animal needs those 5 things in order to have a happy habitat. So sunlight, water, air, food, and shelter. Okay, animals, why do they need sunlight? They need sunlight because that helps the plants grow, which is the food for many different animals. Animals, just like we do, need water to survive. So some animals get water from ponds or streams, rivers, or lakes, like these zebras here. Other animals get water from foods that they eat. So the foods might be inside the water, like if they're eating fruit. Animals need air to survive. Some animals get oxygen from the air around them, and other animals get oxygen from the water around them. So you can see 2 very different animals on your screen there. An eagle is going to fly through the air, and then the fish get their air from in the water. Animals need food to survive, different types of food. So some animals eat other animals or plants. Some animals eat both animals and plants. And then other animals eat insects. Animals need space to survive. If a habitat is too crowded, there won't be enough food, water, or air for them to live. So a natural habitat would have a lot of space. Or a habitat at a zoo, they would want to make sure that they're giving them enough space that they didn't feel too crowded. All right, so now at your house, I want you to think about some different animal habitats that you can think of. If you have a pet at home, what kinds of things did they need to feel comfortable at your house? if you don't have a pet, like I don't have a pet at my house, but I can think about some of the animals right outside my door. What do they need in their habitat? Okay, I'm going to go back to screen here. And I'll show you. Okay, and here we are again. So now that we've seen some of the different things about animal habitats, I want you to keep this in mind because we're going to be doing a project about what different types of animals that you like. Okay, so your favorite types of animals, and mostly zoo animals because we are going to take the virtual field trip to a zoo. And then what would that animal need to survive? So now we know there are 5 things an animal needs to survive. It had the, it's called an acronym, SWOFs. All right, so can you remember those 5 things? Sunlight, water, air, food, and shelter. Okay, and we'll see you back for the next part of this project.